Hi guys, it's Chris with City Your Homestead, and time for another dessert. I was invited by the Inquisitive Farm Wife to do Pumpkin Palooza 2025, and I'm doing one today, and I still have 2 cans of pumpkin, so I'll be doing something else too. Not today, but probably next week. Anyways, if you'd like to join any of the channels, all you have to do is push hashtag PumpkinPalooza 2025 at the Inquisitive Farm Wife, and she'll add you to the list. So make sure you go check out the other pumpkin recipes, and there's decorations and stuff like that too. It's not just recipes, and it might be something that you'll enjoy. So today I am going to do a no-bake pumpkin pie, and it's probably not healthy, just saying. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is add a full can of pumpkin. Make sure you use pumpkin puree and not pumpkin pie. Alrighty. Last recipe, Tom doesn't like pumpkin and he actually liked it, so that's a good thing. And we're going to use a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. And remember those pies, the crust that I bought down at Bronson? I'm going to use one of those today too. Then we're going to use just a 3.4 ounce box of vanilla instant pudding. And if you want to make any of this stuff on your own, you're more than welcome to. You don't have to buy anything that's prepackaged. You can actually buy or make your own. But I bought mine, obviously, so we're going to use this one. Alright, and then you're going to use a full container of your Miracle Whip, or whip topping. I can't even think today, I guess. So we're just going to scoop that all in there. Make sure that it's nice and thawed out. Then you have a leftover Tupperware bowl. I'm just going to kind of mix this a little bit together with my spoon. And then I'm going to get in there with my mixer, because I want this to be nice and fluffy. Oops. This kind of actually reminds me of a recipe that I did years ago. My mom actually says, okay, bring something for Thanksgiving. That's what it was. And mind you, my mom didn't teach us how to cook. Well, she didn't teach me how to cook. And, you know, I'd get into magazines and stuff, and I'm like, well, that looks pretty good, or that looks pretty good. And I made one that was pumpkin, and then it was like whipped cream or something, and then pumpkin on top of that. And they absolutely loved it, and I was like, yay. Because you're always so used to, you know, everything that they do when you're growing up, you know, like they did this or did that, regular pumpkin pie, whatever it happens to be. So that was my first dessert I took being out on my own to Thanksgiving, and it was a complete success. I've been proud a lot of times in my life, but that was one of them, because even my dad, he even liked it. So that was, believe me, if your dad liked something, That was pretty good. So then we're going to pour this right into our pie crust. Now, if you don't like pumpkin pie spice, which I'm not a big fan of it, if you don't like it, I'm sure you could leave it out. It's not like it's not going to have a pumpkin-y taste to it, you know what I mean? And we're going to spread that all the way out. Just like so. Alrighty. That's pretty tasty. I don't think Tom will have a trouble with that one at all. Oops. Here, let me show you first. And then it goes into your refrigerator. Make sure that it cools for at least 2 hours. So, again, if you want to join this, you just hashtag Pumpkinpalooza 2025. And she does actually have a tag that you can use for it, but it is actually spelled wrong, but that's okay. And then at Inquisitive Farm Wife. And, you know, maybe in the comments below, make some comments as to what you make during pumpkin season, you know what I mean, to get you into that fall spirit. I'm a fall baby, but I like it in the beginning of the fall. I don't like it when it gets cold, because here in Michigan, it can get below 0 and we can get tons and tons of snow and ice. And ice is something that I don't like. You know, when I'm taking the grandkids back and forth every day, the last thing you want is ice when you're going the back roads, which I have to do with them. But, you know, put down some ideas, and maybe it's something that I'll be like, oh, I'll change my mind and do that. Because, you know, I think the one good thing about when we do collabs like this, it kind of lets us know what other people make or what other people are trying. And, like, I've never made this before. So, you know, I taste a little bit and it tastes yummy. But this way it gives other people ideas, because I know I was watching Kendra Full of Joy today. And when we get so many years into being homemakers, or, well, guys that cook for themselves, whatever it happens to be, sometimes we run out of ideas, or it's the same stuff all the time. So, give me some ideas below. Give her a look. Check out the playlist. There's a bunch of people. It's really, really cool. And thanks for coming along. You guys have a blessed day. Be a blessing.